Hey everybody, it is I, Super Paul Games, and welcome back to Aviary Attorney. So we spent the last 6 days in-game trying to find evidence, testimony about what a great guy the king is, so that when the revolution happens and he goes on trial, we can defend him. We found no good stories about him. So back to our office. Hey, what's the plan for today? Hitting the Louvre, checking out Les Halles, maybe? Actually, I was thinking... Uh-oh. Severin, how rude! Don't they teach you to knock?
No time for bickering, JJ, it's time!
Time for what?
The trial, you dunce!
Oh, already?
A large protest is starting to form at the Place de la Concorde. No doubt it'll turn into an unruly mob before long. The spirit of revolution is in the air, I can smell it! Like the piss hanging off of you. We must act now! I'm going to start the necessary preparations at the courthouse, so I need you to get the king from the Palais Royal.
You want me to drag the king to the courthouse? I'm not even sure that I could drag him from his chair. Have you seen how fat he is?
Use diplomacy, you dolt. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Right. Come along, Sparrowson. We have a king to defend. Well... I don't know how we're going to get the king to come along. Last time we went and talked to the king, he arrested us. Falcon and Sparrowson rush across the city. Scores of angry eyes watch the pair's every movement. Cocorico is right. The spirit of revolution is in the air. Outside the Palais Royal, a crowd is starting to form. The royal guards watch in nervous anticipation. Oh, 3,600 and... Save it! We're #1!
You again? Shouldn't you be in jail?
That's the egg you stole from the kangaroos, or whatever they were. Hey, there's no time for that nonsense. I like Sparrowson, and he's like, I got no time for that jail bullshit. Your Majesty, we need you to come with us.
Why?
There's a sale on fish? I want to tell him that, but we're going to mention the angry... I want to tell him there's a fish sale. We're going to tell the angry rebels, though. There's a group of angry, bloodthirsty rebels outside who wish to tear you limb from limb. Come with me and I might just be able to get you to safety.
Very funny, Monsieur, but I know that there's no possible way that my own citizens could hate me. Perhaps you two Messieurs would like another visit to the conciergerie?
No, that won't be necessary, beloved Citizen King. Oh, I think we need a different tactic, Falcon. Well, the trial's not gonna work. So let's sell his fat ass on fish. I hear there's a sale on fish at Les Halles, the market. Hey, trying to tempt the king with sales? That's a bold tactic.
Thank you, Monsieur, but I've had all the fish I could eat this week. Some nice kingfisher generously gifted me an enormous catfish. Needless to say, I'm stuffed.
I don't think he gifted that to you. You stole it. I suppose we'll try something else? Well, that's the last thing we got. He did like the last trial he went to. There's, this trial.
Well, what do you say so? I love trials. Ooh, am I needed to give a testimony? Please say it so.
As a matter of fact, Your Majesty, yes. I think you'll need to give a testimony, of course. Little does he know that he's going to have to testify to defend himself.
Oh, goody. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
You are a horrible monarch. To the Palais de Justice. Oh, did anyone spot us? I don't think so. It's still early. The crowd's only just starting to form. How did we sneak him out of the palace if everybody was looking at us going towards the palace? With any luck, we can get this trial over with before anyone realizes what's going on. Isn't the key that they realize?
You!
Oh.
You treasonous scumbags! You actually captured the king!
Captured?
Oh, clearly a joke, Your Majesty.
Very subtle. I like it.
So's true! You do intend to hold the trial. Your actions are utterly despicable. You are all on the same level as the filthy rebel dissenters.
Valerda, you're a jerk. You intend to stop us, Inspector?
On any other day I would. You are rotten lawbreakers through and through. I want nothing more than to see you tried and punished for your traitorous stances. But I owe a debt to you, Falcon, and to you, Monsieur Cocorico.
Where's Cocorico? So you'll let us pass?
I've ordered for a dozen National Guards to set up a perimeter around the entrance of the Palais de Justice. The rebels will inevitably catch word that the king is here. They will try and storm the building, and when they do, we will be ready to hold them off.
That's amazing. Thank you, Inspector.
Go on, before I change my mind.
Now the awkward part of two people with the same voice. Maybe they were related. I'm a kitty cat.
Alright, settle down, everyone. Oh, should I be standing here? Am I in the right place?
Where you are is perfect, Your Majesty.
Now is everyone here?
I gotta do. They have the same voice. They're trying to fake it. Jayjay Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Severin Cocorico present. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, this will be good. I wonder who's on trial. Are the jury all here?
Oh, present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Everything seems to be in order. The court is now in session for the trial of King Louis Philippe. Oh, that's me. That's me. What? What?
Calm down, Your Majesty. We're simply prosecuting you for a short list of 32 crimes against the French people.
What is this madness? Did you set me up to this?
Well, yes and no. We're your defense, Your Majesty.
I'm so confused.
The process is simple. I state a charge that is being leveled at you and present my evidence for the charge. You and your defense will then have the opportunity to present your own counter-evidence.
I'm even more confused.
Let us see the talking, Your Majesty. We're doing this for your own good. Oh, you... wouldn't want you to end up like old Louis the 16th now, would we? Is that a threat, Sparrowson?
Let us proceed. Prosecution, present the first charge.
King Louis Philippe, you are being charged with neglecting the lower classes of the nation. Your continued support of Guzart's outdated policies have resulted in an ever-growing wage gap. Poverty is rampant, animals are forced to turn to begging, thievery, and burglary just to survive. How do you justify this vile attitude?
Goodness, you're going straight for the jugular, aren't you? Oh, man. I'm a good person. I don't hate poor people. I feel mild contempt for them, certainly, but don't we all?
Louis, I like you because you're honest, and that's a hilarious answer, but it's not a way to help yourself. Please allow me to do the talking, Your Majesty. Severin, the king is far kinder to poor people than the generous populace has been led to believe. Some would even describe him as a generous philanthropist.
Who would describe him as a generous philanthropist?
Some would.
You're going to have to do better than that. Show me an example, just one example, of the king being generous to a poor person.
Well, we've got the testimony that he showed his coin to Monsieur Valpes when he was pretending to be a poor beggar. Renard claims the king has given financial advice to the poor and needy. I would like to present this story. It is the account of a person who was a sick and starving beggar. That's actually not quite true. He was pretending to be one, so it's kind of false evidence. One day, this beggar was approached by the king. Did the king offer the beggar money? No. He offered him something far better. He offered the beggar financial advice.
Oh, it's true. I did do that. I did it.
And where is that beggar now? He runs a successful business that can pull 40 francs from a single client transaction. I know this because they constantly screw me over for 40 francs.
Amazing, and the ex-beggar attributes the king for this radical transformation?
Damn it, Cocorico, why do you have to ask good questions? Well, he didn't say so directly.
Interesting. Would you mind telling us the name of this person?
I feel like we're screwed here. I think we gotta tell the truth, right? We could lie, but then he's gonna be like, you gotta tell us. And the jury is gonna be mad that we're withholding evidence, so... He's a man named Renard Valpes.
Oh, Renard Valpes, the trickster and con artist who runs the deplorable private investigation service?
You're familiar with him? I like the writing.
Of course, that fox has been meddling in trials and disturbing investigations for years. If this is the caliber of person that's produced by the king's financial advice, then we should all be deeply concerned.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Outside the Palais Royal, protesters charge at the building's gates, effortlessly overcoming the royal guards. Looters take the opportunity to overrun and ransack the building. I want some loot. Where on earth is that accursed king? Piero! Fontaine! Oh, where is it?
No sign of him, ma'am. Rumor is that he's gone and fled the building, same as Gazot.
Prime Minister and the king both fled before we even start our assault. How is that even possible? Madame Beaumont, I found someone who may be of use. Oh dear. A royal guard. That's fine, Fontaine. Speak, duck. Tell us where the king is. You think I'm a common turncoat? I would have you know that I am the mighty officer Beck, with 2 turntables and a microphone. I would sooner die than betray my country. Don't say that, Beck. They'll kill you. Okay. The Palais de Justice! A couple of lawyers came and took him to the Palais de Justice. Well, Beck, that was easy. Piero, Fontaine, gather the crowd. We're marching on the Palais de Justice. Maybe the important thing is they show up and see that there's a trial going on.
What are we up to? Charge 12? Please continue, prosecutor.
Very well. King Louis Philippe, you stand accused of crushing small businesses in favor of supporting wealthier industry giants. Such an apathic...
Is that how you pronounce this? Like nepotism.
Attitude only serves to discourage from forming their own enterprises.
I disagree. As a self-made businessman, the king has constantly shown his support for all businesses, big and small.
Another ludicrous assertion from the defense. Prove me wrong, JJ. When has the king ever shown support for a grassroots business?
The fishing industry? Yeah, when he screwed the kingfisher out of the fish. I would like to present this story as the account of a fisherman. Oh, an angler? Angler, who recently caught an enormous catfish from the Seine. Insane in the membrane. Insane? Got no brain. Some say the fish was as large as 2 meters. Upon catching the fish, the king congratulated the man and offered him compensation for his efforts.
Compensation for his efforts? You mean he bought the fish?
In so many words, yes?
I like how Jayjay Falcon more and more is like the bird version of Better Call Saul.
Well, putting aside how weak an example that is of a man supporting local businesses, I see a much more pressing issue. There is no way that a fisherman caught a 2-meter catfish from the Seine.
What if he had killer bait, like, say, a box of high-end chocolates?
Ludicrous. Nobody would be stupid enough to use chocolates as fishing bait.
You guys can't be serious.
I like how we're arguing about the kingfisher's story about the fish. And it must have been a really big catfish, because Louis did get it. Outside the doors of the Tribunal des Grands, Inspector Volerty watches the ever-growing crowd of protesters. I don't know if you got enough National Guard, bro. The National Guard poised their bayonets, keeping the angry mob at bay.
Disgusting rabble, the lot of them. Oh, it looks like the guards are letting someone through. An emissary of the rebels? Or perhaps one who considers themselves a leader?
Are you the officer in charge of this barricade?
I am.
I came to talk to you directly. I feel we can settle this maturely. No violence, no casualties.
Wouldn't that be marvelous?
We only have one demand, and that is you stand aside and let me escort the king out of the building. Grant me that, and I will order the crowd to disperse. Valerdi, you're smarter than that, right? I don't know, he's not very smart.
I don't know if this is your first revolution, mademoiselle, but it certainly ain't mine. If you or protesters want your king, then they will have to get past the line of National Guards. And I don't think your people have the skill, equipment, or raw numbers to accomplish such a feat.
Let her in, let her see the trial. Maybe that'll convince her to tell everyone to settle down.
I believe we're up to the last charge, are we not?
Correct. Charge 32. King Louis Philippe, you are accused of being an imbecile. You are mentally unfit to run this country.
Oh, Cocorico, you do not hold back.
No need to get personal, man. No, that's not cool.
It isn't a crime to be an idiot, Severin. If we get him off on the trial, and I don't mean in a sexual way, that's dirty. Dirty, get your minds out of the gutter. Maybe you'll pay us with the egg and we can give it to the kangaroo girl? Oh, thankfully. If it were, we'd all be doing hard time right now. Sparrowson, mostly you.
Illegal, no, but it does raise the question of why we are giving an idiot so much power. Let us not follow the example of Great Britain, who let the Mad King, King George III, rule for decades past his prime.
It's part of the reason America became independent. King Louis Philippe is neither mad nor stupid. He's an intelligent and competent individual.
I'll have you know that I'm only competent on prune days.
Oh, competent! Not you can poop. Your Majesty, please.
You've chosen an impossible battle, JJ. The king's idiocy is widely accepted. I urge you to prove me wrong. Show me one shred of evidence that the king is not a blithering idiot.
We can say he's an avid reader and lover of history. I don't think the coin is worth a hell of a lot. I would like to present this account by a local librarian, kind of a jackass, but he's smart nonetheless. He asserts that the king is somewhat of an avid reader.
Picture books do not count, JJ.
Cocorico, that is cold. I had no idea that an expansive history of the Macedonian Empire was a picture book. It'd be an amazing one. The king has been known to check out as many as 12 thick books in a single day, covering a whole range of subjects. Face the facts, Severin. The king is an educated man.
Perhaps a test is in order.
Oh, crap. No. That won't be necessary. My evidence is enough.
What was the name of the book you mentioned in Expansive History of the Macedonian Empire? Tell me, Your Majesty, where's Macedonia? Say Greece! Say Greece!
Where?
Yes, I'll even make it easy. Just tell us the name of the continent. What continent is Macedonia in?
He already told you he's incontinent most days of the week.
You
can do this, Your Majesty. It might be the one you live on. Oh, it's a 1 in 7 shot. Can he really do it?
I want to say Africa, but I've got it, London!
Oh my face, I'm literally face palming. You're an idiot. London is not a continent. Oh, mon Dieu.
I think we're done here, Your Honor. As I have demonstrated in excruciating detail, the king is an incompetent buffoon, lazy, stupid, and occasionally malicious. He isn't fit to run a bakery, let alone a nation.
Hey, Cocorico, I used to work at a bakery in real life. Are you saying I was stupid? Damn it, the bird burns me in real life and in the game.
Very well, prosecutor. Does the defense have anything to add?
Aye, why not? Yes, Your Honor. I've got nothing. I've defended this man to the best of my abilities, and I've got nothing more to say.
Very good. I shall now converse with the jury. We shall determine precisely which crimes the king is guilty of, and decide on an appropriate punishment. Punishment? Lawyer man, you've got to do something. I'm scared.
Calm down, Your Majesty. The whole purpose of this trial was to see that your punishment is fair and fitting. Hey, we're saving your ass, Your Majesty, believe it or not. Even if you lost the crown here, you're not going to get hung up or guillotined. We're not going to end with your head on a spike. At least I don't think you will.
The mademoiselle's returning. How naive! Negotiations are over, mademoiselle.
Once again, I ask that you let me pass. Let me extract the king without issue, and then we shall be on our way. I warn you, the protesters are getting rowdy. At any moment now, they might charge on their own accord.
Your commitment to pacifism is admirable, but you're brimming with naivety, mademoiselle. Be on your way. Tisk tisk. I warned you that your matters were too passive, madam.
I don't know who that is. I'm guessing it's the wolf. That foul voice. Show yourself, wolf.
You're the friar who gave me the tip-off about the Crockmanshire.
Was my information no good, Inspector? Did I not say how and when you could reach the Crockmanshire?
You omitted a few details. Your words almost killed a few acquaintances of mine.
Well, Inspector, it seems that you and I agree on something. This wolf has a forked tongue. Fork you. There's no need to direct your hatred at me, madame. I came here to give you a gift, a peace offering.
I would not trust anything Friar Remus offers you.
You have nothing to offer. I must certainly do. Did you know that the tunnels of the sleeping city wind straight under the Palais de Justice? It's true. If one were to put enough gunpowder in the right spot, one could even take an entire side of the building down.
No, he's gonna blow up the building! What are you prattling on about?
Well, Ernie, you're never gonna figure it out because you're dumb. How much gunpowder do you think it would take, madame? 50 kilograms? 100? Maybe 200 kilograms? Just to be safe. Friar, tell me you didn't. The fuse is lit. In 20 seconds, the pillars of the Palais de Justice will fall like the Temple of Dagon.
Uh-oh.
Running will do you no good, you brother-killing pute!
You're bluffing. There will be no explosion.
You would like that to be the case, wouldn't you, Inspector? But unfortunately for you, the Viridian Killer emerges one last time.
You're the Viridian Killer, the... monk? You! I must congratulate you, JJ. No! Falcon, you argued excellently. I am unsure of your penguin's fate. Well, I am as unsure of the penguin's fate as you are, but for one thing, that is certain. You could not have done your job any better.
Thank you, Kakariko. Wait, is that a compliment, Kakariko, to say I couldn't do better, or is that a slam? I'm not sure, but thanks.
After a small amount of deliberation, we have come to a decision. We find the defendant, King Louis the Philippe, to be... Mon Dieu, what was that?
Oh, an explosion!
That was not a very good explosion. It sounded like someone playing on the drums. Boom! Bam! Blammo!
Oh, it sounded like it came from right outside. Hi, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, hey, in a manner of speaking, I don't know how to put this, but, I pooped myself.
Oh, for pity's sake, spit it out, monsieur.
Rebels! Rebels! There's a big explosion at the entrance, and rebels are pouring into the building as we speak.
Rabbington.
You heard the rabbit. Everybody clear out.
Your Honor, quickly, what was the verdict?
Really, in a time like this?
There is no better time.
Exile. Now get out of here. Court's adjourned. Gotta go.
Nah.
A valiant effort, Falcon, but we're both out of time and options.
No, now we have something to tell the rebels before they...
If the rebels want the king so badly, they can take him.
Wait, you can't say that.
Ah! Ew, the rooster's got a point, Falcon. Let's just turn the king over and let him receive his dues. We've done all we can.
Sparrowson, we did not go through all this work not to save his ass. I like you, though, Sparrowson.
No, you two gave up far too easily. Sparrowson and Cocorico, we're escorting the king to R&M and Associates. Oh, what? Renard's place? What can he do? If anyone has the power to make the king disappear, it would be that conniving fox. Oh, yes, yes! That might work. Come along, your majesty.
He might get his 10,000 francs after all.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Come along, Kakariko. Now time to dawdle.
I'm staying. For there to be any chance of your ridiculous plan succeeding, someone must stay behind to delay the rebels. What is he going to do? The rebels are all going to be there. We want the king. He'll be like, just a minute. Just a minute. Another minute. Would you like to see a card trick? No, we don't want to see a card trick. We want the king. Pick a card, any card.
Kakariko?
Go, I've got this.
Good luck, my guy I know. Bye. That damn wolf nearly killed the lot of us. You're the one harboring the king?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you again, madame.
Don't get snarky. Where is he?
Oh, you're too late. The king has left the building. Elvis has left the building. For all I know, he could be halfway to Guadeloupe by now.
So he's already gone? Damn. There goes my opportunity to enact justice.
Enact justice? You should have seen the trial, madame. Everything was official, professional, and logical. It was the most brilliant display of justice that I have ever seen.
But the king?
is in the process of receiving a fitting punishment.
Kakariko did. Did my father receive a fitting punishment when you were the prosecutor at his trial 10 years ago?
No, madame. But every day since then I've strived towards justice, and I shall continue to do so for the rest of my days.
See that you do.
Good job, Kokoriko.
Hurry up, Your Majesty, we're running out of time.
Oh man.
Ew, this is taking forever.
Who is that? Who's left? You aren't going any further.
Wait, you aren't going any further. Oh, it's the friar. I'm not going to let you take another step towards the king. Not one. I didn't come here for the king. I came to kill you, Jayjay Falcon. Oh, on second thoughts, you can have the king. Very well. Sparrowson, take the king and hurry to Renard's. I'll handle this monster. Oh, are you sure you'll be okay? I can handle one crippled wolf. Okay, come on, Your Majesty. That explosion at the courthouse? That wasn't just the rebels, was it? No, of course not. That was to take out the murderous Pewt who killed my brother. Madame Beaumont? She was the madam who pulled the trigger, but it was your words that sentenced him. And I would do it again. You and your brother are heinous individuals. Call us what you like. It doesn't matter anymore. Your blood must pay for this. An eye for an eye. Oh, the code of Hammurabi? Hammurabi? Oh, I like ham. Me too. But the old ways, the way of the judges of old. Hammurabi. You don't appear armed. I don't need a gun or a sword to kill you. There are 100 kilograms of gunpowder beneath our very feet.
Oh my god, this guy in the gunpowder. He's like, if I can blow up one thing with gunpowder, I'm gonna do it all. Is Guy Fawkes your hero?
One more step and this entire area will go. Boom.
Well, Velarde, you did something good. Our vile scum.
Inspector, just in time. You look a little, singed.
Velarde saved us.
Did you hear that explosion, Monsieur Valpes?
I did. It seems the rumors are true, Marcy. The revolution is in full swing.
Go on, get in there. Visitors, Monsieur Valpes, visitors.
I love Mousy. Even in a time like this, Mousy is like, oh, to business. I wonder who. Oh, King Louis Philippe. Good afternoon, Your Majesty.
Are you Monsieur Valpes?
I am, and this is my companion, Mousy.
It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Majesty.
I must admit, I rarely have a gentleman of your caliber in this office. Please have a seat. Mousy, fetch His Majesty some tea.
Right away.
I hear that you can make people disappear?
Ah, yes, a new identity, a new face. Indeed, I can make that happen. Of course, there is a price.
How much?
Normally, such a service would cost 100 francs, but for you, Your Majesty, 10,000.
10,000 francs? I don't carry that sort of money on my person.
Give him the scepter and your freaking crown.
I'm sure you can find a way. That crown on your head and the egg in your hand would surely be enough to pay for this exquisite service.
You are a crook, Monsieur Valpes.
No. Let's not call each other names. We're both grown men. Now, let's see. You'll need a disguise. Ah, here we go. Put this on.
What the hell?
How do I look?
Mousy, could you come in here for a moment, please?
Hey, what is it, Monsieur Valpes? Oh, who is this cockatoo? Where did King Louis Philippe go?
You see, Your Majesty.
It's that convincing?
Of course, but we'll give you a new name and identity to match your new look. We need a name that is original yet ordinary, subtle yet exquisite.
John Smith?
Brilliant, Mousy. Monsieur, your new name is John Smith. You're an upstanding English gentleman.
Jamapel John Smith.
No good. We'll have to work on your English accent. Repeat after me. My name is John Smith.
My name is Gina Smith.
Wow, did you grow up in London, Your Majesty? Your accent's impeccable.
Really?
Tell him, Mousy.
I didn't understand any of it, so it must have been perfect English.
Disguise, name, accent. I think we're all set. Are you ready, Mr. Smith?
I don't think so.
Of course you're ready. Flee, monsieur, flee! Take a horse to Calais. From there, hire a boat to take you to the shores of England.
Do you think that you'll make it to England, Monsieur Valpes?
With that disguise, Mousy, I think our client would be lucky to make it down the street. Come on, let's return this egg to sauteing. Aw, the little kangaroo person's gonna get the mouse back. Renard's actually a decent dude. Aw. A new day has dawned. I think we saved the city and the king. We prevented a giant bloody revolution by getting the king to leave peacefully. Oh, come on, bird brain, time's a-wasting. Well, look who decided to finally get up. Give me a break, my legs are killing me from running all over Paris. Besides, we just had a case of the century. I think we're allowed one day to relax. Let's play some Jacques Noir. Oh, nah, look at the stack of mail we have to reply to. Mail? Oh, yes, Inspector Valerti has asked us to sign off on some paperwork regarding the death of Friar Remus. Oh, Valerti didn't just stop the Viridian Killer, he murdered him! Go Valerti! Oh, Cocorico wants us to arrange a lunch meeting to discuss potential future collaborative projects. Oh, we're gonna have work with Cocorico! That's money! And Madame Beaumont has asked us to help establish a constitution for the Second Republic, if you can believe that. Oh, that's awesome! We're gonna be in politics! Sparrowson will be excellent at that. Oh, plus Falcon, we have like a dozen requests for legal work from other citizens of Paris. I guess word has gotten around about our involvement in the king's trial, huh? Mon Dieu! So much to do, but all I want to do is take a holiday. Hey, Falcon, do you think we're about to see some changes? 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 The old king is gone. The prime minister's resigned. The Second Republic is kicking off. I'm just saying. Do you think this could be the start of a new era of peace for Paris? Yes and no. I mean, there's going to be a war with Prussia at some point. There's going to be a couple world wars. I don't know what to say. Falcon has nothing to say. I have no idea how to... Me neither. France has a scary, unwritten future ahead of it. Life is scary and unwritten. Either way, we save the day. But enough talk about politics. Sparrowson. Let's pick up some breakfast. I know a lovely place has delicious croissants. Chocolate croissants. Remember those? Ooh, sounds good. I feel like the Pounds de Chocolat. See? We're all on the same page. And now let us all dance! Let us waltz! Oh, let's not look at the Baron. He got executed. He was framed for a crime. Forget that. Oh, there was Nerdy Porcupine. Oh, I hope you don't come talk to me anymore. This game was amazing. I love the music and the artwork and the story. Pierrot and Fontaine. Pierrot. Fontaine? Nathan. Oh, I hope they come back and get another book. That was Fontaine's voice, really, though. Oh, hello. That Kingfisher. He likes to fish. Racist! Oh, Valerti, what happened to your face? Arr, they didn't put the face on right.
You can see the little lines between them, but either way. Ah, Monsieur Valpes. I loved him. I especially loved Mousy. Mousy was the best of that. Oh, Signy. And the giraffe lady. Oh, and Hockenslock. The, chocolatier. And Bob Moore, who helped create the Second Republic. And thank you. Oh, the wolves! Yeah, well, they were jerks. This is why I love the modern age we live in. That they're distribution platforms that anyone in the world can distribute games. And things like Kickstarter where people can raise the money to make awesome indie games like this.
I had so much fun with this. I had no idea it existed before it came out on Steam, and this was a blast and a half. We've reached the end of Route B Egalite. There are 2 other endings. I'm not going to do the other endings, the A or C ending. This is the one I wanted to do, the one we ended up with. If you want to see the other endings, I'm sure someone else had done it. You know, give them some views. As you can see, the endings you can access are determined by what happens at the end of Chapter 3, because we saved Kokoriko. I'm sounding like Falcon now. Thank you for playing Aviary Attorney. Thank you for watching Aviary Attorney. If you made the game, thank you for making the game. That is the most fun I've had in a game and with the game in ages. That is just a super cool experience. So thank you everybody for joining me in this. Any of you who watched the entire series, I really appreciate it. There are a lot of games I LP, but every once in a while I find a game like Always Sometimes Monsters or Aviary Attorney here, one of those indie games, Expeditions Conquistador, that I just absolutely love, and it's such a blessing that I get to experience it and share it with y'all, and that you come along for the ride. So take it easy, everybody. I will bid you all a fond adieu.